Welcome back, YouTubers, to another Q&A with us, the British Fist.
Coaching.
I am Mr. Parkin, and this guy sitting next to me staring at you like no one else. It's none other than NJ.
What's up?
Here for another Q&A. Subscribe above, like this video, and comment any thoughts you have on the questions we have answered in that comment section below.
Make sure you contact us in the link in the box below.
Yes, and even though we've been overwhelmed by your questions and we're not going to get through all of them in this Q&A, unfortunately, keep sending in your questions via the YouTube inbox, commenting down below, via facebook.com/BritishFist, our official Facebook, or go to our Twitter @BritishFist and give us a question with the hashtag BritishFistQA. That is how you can get in contact with us for the questions.
So please keep them coming, and remember, we've said this last week, but please keep supporting the person we've hired to do our go-home shows, Terminator Nj, either on Twitter or on Facebook.
Yeah, he does have a Twitter and a Facebook. And also, he will be here for a Q&A. We believe he's going to be here for a Q&A somewhere down the line. So if you have any questions for Terminator Nj, maybe he'll give you some answers on the Q&A. Who really knows? Just give us some questions for Terminator Nj if you will. Anyway, for now, the Q&A after SummerSlam. Let's just get down to this Q&A like we usually do. Let's just do good old-fashioned British Fist Q&A without Terminator Nj stuff. Scott Forker, I like that name. That's kind of like, it's kind of edgy, edgier than what Abraham Washington said. When do you think Undertaker will retire? And plus, do you think he will lose at WrestleMania?
Well, the way I see it right now, at this moment in time, he's 20-0, so it could become now a point where anything could happen. If they want to go at a nice round number, here's the chance. Another 10 years, I don't think he's got that much in him. So right now, a nice round number, why not? So they could end it.
He's got another couple of years left in him, I think. I think he'll go on to WrestleMania 30, to be honest with you, maybe face John Cena or something. But do I think he'll lose at WrestleMania? I don't really think anyone is worthy of beating him at WrestleMania, which is why I think they'll just have him retire with the streak. Why not? He's made such a legendary status out of it. Have him keep the streak. You might as well.
Well, with Taker and his big legacy of the streak, he has told us before, the only way you're going to finish him off is if you end my streak. So I think it should come to a time where it does end to a younger, uprising wrestler they believe is going to be a top wrestler, or it should end in a way that this star or wrestler has taken down Taker so bad that he just cannot make it to another WrestleMania. Just so like that, so you know it's the end of Taker.
Indeed, that's probably how they should do it. I know Chris Benoit won't get into the Hall of Fame due to controversy, but would you put him in there for his wrestling? For his wrestling, yes, but you cannot look past what happened with the genocide and homicide.
What did he do?
He killed his wife and kids.
No, he didn't.
Yeah. Oh,
Chris Benoit wouldn't do
so
that.
you would put him in the Hall of Fame, would you?
No, with Chris Benoit, he's a great performer. We know that great matches. We could probably give you a list. But when we look at Chris Benoit, we see him for his great wrestling. The WWE see him for his great wrestling. But now he's done this dramatic, horrible act.
Yeah.
The WWE, that's why WWE don't mention anymore because of this. So the Hall of Fame is a place where he should go, but he probably wouldn't.
And it would be a public image nightmare, wouldn't it? Like with WWE, I mean, they put Mike Tyson in the Hall of Fame. Yes, he's a convicted rapist, but for God's sake, if they put Chris Benoit in the Hall of Fame, that's basically saying we're going to put in the best wrestlers that we've ever got. We're going to put a guy who committed homicide and genocide. And sorry, that is just not going to happen. It'll be a public image disaster for WWE, really.
Poor Linda.
Anything Goes show WWE. Go check out their channel, by the way. Big shout out from us, the British Fist. Where do you see these superstars in a year? Jobber, mid-carder, or main eventer? Sheamus, main eventer. Ziggler,
up.
I see him mid-card, personally. Ryback.
High mid-card. As much as he does got plans to be a main event, I still think at the moment he's just going to be a top mid-card.
I think in 5 years he'll be a main event guy. Whether or not he'll be there in 1 year, we don't really know. Maybe they'll go the slow build. CM Punk, main event.
Up.
Daniel Bryan, mid-card, definitely. Big Show.
Mid-card and up, he can go either way.
Depends what they do with his character, and to be honest, Big Show is one of those kind of guys that can work mid-card, he can work main event, so he'll switch between mid-card and main event a lot of the time anyway. Cody Rhodes. I'd like to say main event, but I'm thinking mid-card.
Up.
Yeah, I really think Cody Rhodes should be a main eventer. Whether or not that'll happen, I don't really know, but he should definitely be in the main event and well above the mid-card.
Because if he doesn't go in the main event, there's going to be more broken mirrors, there's going to be all that stuff, and there's going to be masks and just stuff we don't really want to see. So please, put him into the main event where he should be. Hello again, YouTubers. Send me some questions in, or I'll be coming after you next.
Oh God!
For frick's sake.
Oh man, I wish I'd. Actually, that hoodie gave me some good protection. I don't feel that bad, but God, that was impact. What happened?
I don't know. I feel like I've been whacked with something really hard at the back of my head.
Do you know what's even worse? My hair is messed up now, and we're still recording.
Okay.
Fuck's sake. Yeah. So we're at the Q&A. Where were we at? We just finished Anything Goes Show WWE shout out. Yeah, Spaz Phoenix.
Spaz.
Well, oh God, we'll try and answer the questions as best we can from now on, guys. This one's for Parkin. Oh great, I've got to answer the question. What past diva would you like to see my girl AJ battle? She's my girl. Actually, Spaz, I'll just say that. You have a little rest, NJ. You look like you're really hurt a little bit down there, both physically and emotionally. Trish, Gail, Mickey, or Lita, and why? Well, considering both of them are playing like crazy chick girls, well, AJ's a crazy chick girl. Go back to crazy chick, lesbian Mickey and have them go one-on-one at WrestleMania. That would be brilliant.
What I'd personally like to see, I know it's for Dan, but my answer would be Lita. We've seen her previously return. Want to have her come back and lay the SmackDown like she used to be. And there we go.
Yeah, no, I would agree with that one as well. That would be a pretty decent match too. Sweet Latte 18. 4 questions we've got to get through. What is your favourite Rock Austin moment together? WrestleMania 17.
There's definitely been the build. The sing-off. When they sang the Gambler in the ring. Very nicely warmed up. I think that was warming up to WrestleMania. Very nicely done. I really enjoyed when they sang off together.
Yeah, what about WrestleMania 19 when you had Rock pretty much beating Austin and Austin then pretty much never being seen again to wrestle? Be a moment, I guess. Yeah, definitely. What is your favourite faction? It's obvious. D motherfucking X will always be our favourite faction. And why is it our favourite faction?
Just because they're that damn good.
Yeah, and if you get ready to suck it! Well, no, sorry, you can't say that on PG program anymore because everyone watching would get fired over that. But unfortunately, the DX won't get fired over getting people to suck it. There we go. I'll just say that. Double standards and hypocrisy is without WWE. What is your favourite Raw match? There's a couple. Yours?
With it being Raw, the WWE or the WWF used to have a lot of concentration making their Raws build up to something. And one of the matches that it could have been a pay-per-view match.
Oh, yeah.
It gave us a great moment. Mankind beating The Rock for the WWF Championship.
I think that was a time when the WCW that were doing a live Nitro at the time said that Mankind, they were basically giving away the main event of the show and 600,000 people tuned out of WCW and tuned into WWF to see Mankind, a very well-known figure around the wrestling business, win the title. And apparently it was that point onwards where WCW ratings went down and WWE ratings or WWF ratings went up. So that's not just a good match, but a very important match in the Monday Night Wars, in my opinion.
Very true.
If I'm correct.
And it gave Mankind exactly what he needed.
Yes, we also had a personal favourite of mine will always be Ric Flair versus Mr. Perfect, a loser. Because this was Ric Flair's exit from WWF at the time. A good Raw match, in my opinion. Probably should have been saved for a pay-per-view, but probably didn't have that many pay-per-views back then.
And as you've seen, 2 matches from them so far should have been at the pay-per-view, but I think at this time they're obviously making their Raw seem important by giving them big matches like this.
Yeah. Also, what about two-man power trip versus Benoit and Jericho, where Triple H got injured? Remember that match? Great match, wasn't it? Just a shame Triple H got injured at that point. We'll just carry on. Yeah, we'll just carry on. No, sorry. What is your favourite Rock character? Well, that's obvious, isn't it? Jabroni beating Pie in. But I must admit, I was very entertained by Hollywood Rock. You can't. I do the eyebrow.
No, again, my head hurts.
Shut up! Just drink some shut up juice! Yeah, exactly. But no, NJ, definitely the Rock character that we got during the Attitude Era. I mean, I always like the Hollywood Rock as the heel, but the Brahma Bull Rock was by far the best character.
And especially with the Brahma Bull Rock, the fact they can bring him back now, especially in the PG era and it's still over and everything, I think he's the one that's obviously going to stand out being the Rock himself.
The second biggest babyface of the Attitude Era, pretty much. Understand 000 quadruple 1. Is that Morse code or something? I don't really know. Maybe Terminator Nj would understand? I don't know what's going on. But do you think WWE and TNA need to cut down their number of pay-per-views? Well, you think about it, 24 pay-per-views a year to watch and review and pay for. Is that too much? Why not?
Again, I like the idea of 1 pay-per-view each month, so there's the whole month to build up to it, something to look forward to. Yes, it's WWE's way of making money, and I think with the pay-per-views they used to have that backlash and that, they all had a nice flow to them building up to the big one, being WrestleMania. So WWE's very happy that the way they had it. TNA, I think the way they've done it is that they have all these important pay-per-views. They're starting to get better. So I think the more pay-per-views they have, the more fans they may get, the more money they may get. So I'm quite happy with the way it's going. Essentially,
with both companies, you get 4 big pay-per-views, maybe 5 if you used to count like the King of the Ring and the Destination X pay-per-views, and Money in the Bank for WWE, I guess, as well. There's a lot of filler pay-per-views. Now, reducing it maybe to 10 a year to give more sufficient build to some of the pay-per-views could be beneficial, but at the end of the day, WWE is a business. They're going to try and make as much money as possible, so they're going to do 12 a year. No, there's nothing we can do to really help that. Question 2. Do TNA need a good-looking face, in inverted commas, like Cena or Orton, as the current wrestlers are great in ring, but just don't have the look as such? Orton, Cena, good-looking guys. I'm sorry, but we're better looking than John Cena and Orton, aren't we, NJ? We're much better looking. So, do TNA need a good-looking face, really?
I don't. Yes, it's so to attract the female audience and your gay males, but I don't think it's needed in a company that you're just trying to put the best at the top.
Yeah, no, it's not really needed. I mean, there is such thing as the look, but it's not generally good looking. You know what I mean? You don't need to be good looking to have the look.
And if someone like you could ask this question, just give me an example of someone in TNA that is good looking that you'd have as the champion in the competition below.
Magnus definitely could be a good looking champion in my opinion.
Abyss?
Yeah, fuck Abyss. Joseph Park for the win. Lara or Lewis? What is going to happen with AJ after Money in the Bank? Well, I know this question would have been asked a while back when they had the CM Punk Daniel Bryan storyline. She went on to become the Raw GM. Who would have thought that?
The GM!
Yeah, she became the GM.
So from a diva who should become the champion just because the way she was built up is now the GM. And
One step up from the Divas Championship. Weird, isn't it? What are they going to do with her from now on? Keep her as the GM, have her involved in the Daniel Bryan Kane storyline, I guess?
I think that's the way, unless this is just someone bitter that has had movement in the WWE before they bring someone else in.
Yeah, well, whether they'll continue with the crazy chick gimmick, I don't know. But whatever it is, it turns me on, so I'd rather keep it. Jericho Rocker1234 asked us a bunch of questions. We answered one of his questions in the previous Q&A. We'll answer the other 4 in this one. NJ and Parkin. It's nice of you to refer to us by our names. Chris Jericho or Edge? Who is the better all-round performer and who is greater in general when you look at both of their careers, bodies of work? Please explain why. Jericho.
Edge.
Jericho.
Oh, you say Jericho, I say Edge. I'm just thinking the way he's done it, he's built his way up from the tag team, the Intercontinental, a guy that the crowd cheer, love, want to see, and his booking. I can't really think of much time that it failed or went down.
Cena or Edge 10 million times?
No, but still, he still was a great performer then, so he's not had a time like Jericho has, where he's had a big losing streak, and a guy that he's came back from a return. They're very happy to see him, but nothing comes from him.
Yeah, I think, to be honest with you, as much as I understand where you're coming from with Edge, Jericho came from the cruiserweight ranks in WCW, and they didn't even think he could be a mid-carder, and WWE made him into a main event guy. And to be honest with you, I would definitely pick Jericho over Edge. I just think he has better mic skills. He's better in the ring. He had the better character as well, in my opinion. He could do a lot more with his character, which means I'd definitely take Chris Jericho over Edge. But they're 2 very, very good wrestlers, which are both going to be in like top 20 lists, definitely.
He should be, yes.
NJ, dream match you would rather see? HBK versus Brock Lesnar or CM Punk versus The Rock? Oh, interesting.
Okay, the way I look at this, HBK is the Heartbreak Kid. Someone that, yes, he's told not to wrestle again, but him being the one to go against Lesnar, and as people said, he's been in Triple H, so maybe HBK could show how it's done. But if we look at the other way, we have CM Punk and The Rock. The Rock being the great performer he is, CM Punk needing the win now, especially if you go down to the logic of the WWE, it would be a great way there. So they're 2 great matches, but I'm going to say CM Punk and The Rock.
They're both great matches. You can't really pick between 2. They're both good for very different reasons. NJ and Parkin. Oh, yeah, here we go. Should Jack Swagger consider leaving WWE when his next contract expires? I mean, he's been totally buried, and being that he doesn't fit WWE style, maybe he would fare better in ROH. Your thoughts?
Who?
Jack Swagger. I think his last win was against Superstars. I don't know.
Seriously don't know who you're talking about.
Jack Swagger, yeah, he probably should leave. He sucks. Jack Swagger just sucks. Could he do well in ROH? No, because he's not charismatic enough, and even the ROH guys are more charismatic than him. Even Mike Mondo is more charismatic and doesn't botch as much on the mic. Because Jack Swagger and me have that in common. Jack Swagger botches a lot, and I botch a lot. So there we go. Parkin. That's me, by the way. Parkin. The man with the good-looking face. More deserving of a WWE Hall of Fame, Booker T or Christian? Please explain briefly. They're both worthy of a Hall of Fame, but right now, probably Booker T will be more worthy of the Hall of Fame. I think Christian will be maybe in the Hall of Fame, but I think Edge will always overshadow him. That's the problem with Christian.
I'm looking at this and I pretty much agree. Booker T, yes, they both had the level-ish same run in a way. Even though Christian sided with Edge, I think, in a way, Booker T is the one who's going to stand up the most.
Yep. Gore492. We had a question answer in the last one. Answer another one. With Kenny King recently leaving ROH, could we possibly be seeing more talents jump ship to either WWE or TNA? Right now, ROH, I know because I watch the TV show and review every iPay-per-view they do. Right now, ROH is in the ship. Jim Cornette's old school style of booking has meant that company has just gone down to shit. It wouldn't surprise me if more talents left, like maybe, I don't know who might leave, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if more talent left.
We've heard quite a few wrestlers within ROH say the negative points of ROH, so I think if people follow that trend, I think we'll eventually get more of the talent that are not being used properly, or the talent think they deserve better to eventually move, so I do expect it to happen again.
Let's face it, talent in Ring of Honor, however well they're being booked, whatever, they're going to want to get paid more in bigger promotions, and that's essentially where they're going to probably go. So who really knows? I don't really want to comment too much on it, but with Kenny King leaving, you have to imagine that there's probably going to be more leaving after that. That's all I'll say. The awesome one, 311. Are you as awesome as NJ? Probably not. 1. Who would you like to see become a WWE champion or World Heavyweight champion the most? The Miz, Brodus Clay, Ziggler, or Cody Rhodes? You go first, because I already have my answer written.
Well, if I cancel it down, The Miz should be back up there again, but his book has been bad. Brodus Clay, and Ziggler, I still think he's up on the riding to get there. Cody Rhodes, even though his booking's really slipping up, especially after he lost the IC belt, he's a guy that has had the build, even if he's not had it recently. So Cody Rhodes.
Look, I'm Cody Rhodes mark number 1. So even if I go off this logically, I still think Cody Rhodes. As a fan, I say Cody Rhodes. If I think about it logically, I'll say Cody Rhodes. The Miz, probably not at this point. Brodus Clay is far away from a champion. Ziggler, I still don't think has really got the complete tools to be a whatever champion despite his feud with Jericho. Cody Rhodes had the best build. If they continued on the build, then maybe they could have made him a champion. But right now, I still say Cody Rhodes. I don't give a shit. Fuck it. Cody Rhodes for the next World Heavyweight Champion. I don't give a fuck. Rumours say that Undertaker is to do 2 big shows, Survivor Series and WrestleMania most likely. Who would you like to see him wrestle at both events? We'll start off with Survivor Series.
Survivor Series, it's all about, having big matches, but I don't think he's the kind of guy that we put into one of those Survivor Series tournament matches. No. So I think at that time, I think this, again, it's a bit weird. I'd love to see it at WrestleMania, but if it's going to happen, I guess it could be Kane, unless they have maybe the John Cena match at Survivor Series and have Taker against someone else at WrestleMania. It's hard to pick.
Wade Barrett at Survivor Series, Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania. That's what I would do, personally. I'd do it. Why not?
Taker at WrestleMania against Brock. I'm still sticking to it. It's just not going to work out.
Why not? It's a big drawing match. Brock Lesnar can be a legit contender of the streak. Why not do it?
Taker's possible last WrestleMania. Yeah. Taker going against Brock, and even though Taker's still able to wrestle, he's not in the best shape. And the fact that Lesnar's a brawler, fighter, could hurt Taker badly or whatever's going to happen. And plus, he's not put anyone over again. He's going to go over to WrestleMania and face Taker, and it's just going to leave. And then what's that going to accomplish apart from a drawing match that could go wrong by the end?
So who would you have then? I can understand it in the sense that Brock Lesnar versus Taker will probably be a big money draw. Who would you rather have face Taker at WrestleMania then?
Taker at WrestleMania, I'm still saying that it's still months away. I'm still saying if they can do it, Barrett. I'm sticking that. I want to see that match. If the WWE not going to give it to me, then WWE...
Yeah, but if they've already got Lesnar for a year, then we might as well use him in a big way. And I'm not sure how
it's not
in a big way.
It's not going to benefit Taker.
No, it won't necessarily benefit Taker, but it will benefit WWE in the sense that we will have a big drawing match that may draw some money. That's all I will say.
After Brockman's great booking, yes.
It might do. The name power does a lot for you, NJ. That's another Q&A from us, guys. That's going to be the last question. We don't want to argue anymore, so give us your thoughts on the comment section below, especially on that last question. I'll be very interested to see what you think about Undertaker and what you should do at WrestleMania and Survivor Series. So Once again, thank you very much for watching this Q&A with us, and make sure you can send Terminator NJ questions as well if you would like. So, yeah, NJ, just give us a good outro.
People, it's starting to hurt again. All I can say, people, is thank you very much for sending your questions. This has been a Q&A that's had so many questions to get us thinking, and just keep them coming so we can keep on going. And until next time, goodbye.